I'm doing this out of kindness of my heart. I ain't even here on official business.
More than one set of minutes. Because Kim wants to put them on the website and Paul could also find one.
Yeah. Knock it off. Not yet. Knock it off, please. Sure. Drives week I've had off summer. It's definitely been a long
At
week.
least now I know where the book is.
It's been a long week.
It's kind of long.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I don't know where all the other minutes are from all the
I got
other.
200.
I don't either.
Else I got
Chris was the secretary, yeah. And I think we got emails from them, and I thought we voted on approving them at some point. So, I don't know.
I'll fight her all day long. I'm done with her.
Yes.
Mother
We voted
Nature
on Chris's.
gets my hind end.
I had some changes.
Done fighting her. She'll win every time, but I don't need to argue about it. I'll be there every time I see her. I'd be there right now if I wasn't here.
Right, right. We haven't had a meeting to vote on this yet.
Apparently, we're not gonna have one until October. Schedule.
How's the ride?
If we even have one then, because.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
have a meeting to come in and approve the minutes and then.
Yeah, right, right. Well,
But yeah, it would be a good idea to put them on the website.
so anyways, I had all uploaded them, the one that we have. So that she can put that on anyways. Which would
Uploading
have to wherever they, I don't know. He's got a scanner or something that you use for upload.
Yeah.
I don't know where
It saves them somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna.
I would mention that the admin
Be the-
once again, and then we can give them, and then we'll go to the.
It's very like a day after the.
Which one? My business card.
Yeah.
And then once.
I never got it. I never even saw it. No.
It's fine.
Regarding.
Just to see. Because I didn't know.
We did. We brought it up.
Yeah, just
Going over options, I guess. Going over options. The best way to go about things. They would probably take a look at the effort on both parts.
So we've been discussing, our committee been discussing how to pay for cemetery.
Just look at option two.
And then we would have
So when did you? Or left you hanging? I don't see that. It might have got funneled into a different thing, or I don't even know. Is that particular?
Because that's the only thing I had.
Give it that.
I have that one, yeah. So, well, because I tried to get it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it in there. I get some here,
That speaker was, that's off. So it was picking up.
So that's the only thing that's picking up off of
It
that.
was only picking up off of this from over here. So that.
Are you friends with Richard Lee?
Funny question, but
I need to get his address.
it's not hard to find.
How about on the back? Anything on the back? Oh.
Yeah, the problem is no phone number.
That is not a problem, sir, at all. I
You
do
gotta
not
clean
want.
that place up if they, you gotta get rid of that wood up there. That's a nice wood.
Takes away from the nice part.
But you gotta figure, hey, what, you give me fucking hoodies, you gotta build them.
There you go.
I'll charge you by the square foot.
Big billboard, get some lights on.
Look, I got about 9.5 square feet on this upper.
Good for you.
That could be dangerous for marketing.
So that thing is not good. I'll never use that.
My
again.
email?
Yeah.
It's good. It probably got sent to a different one where I just didn't see it. Did you put anything in the subject line?
I just feel like,
I probably didn't see it. I probably breezed right over it. It was my own fault, truthfully. How about our pen?
you guys making up tea? You good?
It's always fun.
Get Amy kick some butt over there. Get that money out of FEMA, right? You're so stretched too. You got all the stuff going on in the country. All the fires.
Oh, I don't even know what's happening, I swear. Yep.
Didn't go to the water, the water. You know, funny things. So, yeah.
I've never seen that. Seriously, that's the town.
No, just. Listen to it. Just kind of everything else.
About garbage for about 10 minutes and then I checked it myself. Thank you, Ann.
Yep.
And when you get into stuff.
All right, you ready?
Whenever you are.
All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna call the meeting to order.
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, we have myself, Amy Freak, Joe Marco, and Spiker. Melissa Pruger is off tonight. I'm gonna ask that everybody stay quiet in the audience because we don't have anybody taking notes. So we want the speaker to be very clear. We got the financial report that we've got to go over. No, obviously not right now, but we can look over them.
I think we should probably all look over it individually
Oh,
and
absolutely.
bring it up next meeting, maybe.
Yeah. All right, so old items or things that I've got answers on. I did, for the Kemp Road, Richards Lane, the houses for sale, no permits for, I have sent a letter to them. And we'll follow up. As far as FEMA, they're asking for information. Jason, I don't know where Jason is or where he's been ever. I do know, however, the damages that we showed to FEMA were very significant and very comfortable with what the validation that they came and did. I did get a chance to call Mike Hansen of Hansen Bridge to ask about, because we didn't want them to start repair on that if we're going to be getting money. And they still haven't got the DES permitting in there yet, so to go, they haven't had them go. I think honestly, probably all the flooding that happened has slowed it all down. So we aren't, I guess my point is we aren't worried that he's gonna do the repairs to it and then we're gonna be out the FEMA money type of thing. So I'll keep after him for the DES. Done.
I think the time frame is probably gonna end up playing into,
Yeah, and I don't want it to happen.
winter is not far off.
Yeah.
They had surveyed, DES has been surveying this ribbons up all along the brook, my backyard.
Okay,
So
good. So I should be hearing from him.
you should be hearing. So the other two things I have, our attorney got back to us regarding the contract for the fire department and has sent a draft version for us to look at, which I made copies for you guys. She does say, she has questions. She says, as part of due diligence, I checked the status of the other party to the contract, as I was able to find the fire department listed with the state as a charitable organization, but I wasn't able to find any records at the Secretary of State's online database that showed the fireman as a New Hampshire nonprofit corporation. Although the draft references the fire department as a New Hampshire nonprofit corporation, their status should be verified prior to signing the agreement. So we need Jason to verify that before we do anything. And then she's asking, she needs a copy of the annual meeting minutes, which I can email to her with Kim's help, Kim. Because she has it as 10,000 and it got amended to 20,000. So we've got to get her that. And then we can look this over at our leisure during the week and talk about it next week. And the other thing I have, we got a letter from Dartmouth. Good afternoon. I'm attaching the invoice for ambulance services for your community as detailed in our fiscal year 23 request sent out in September 2022. I apologize for the lateness of the accompanied invoice. We encountered staffing changes in the spring of 2023 and invoices were not sent out during our standard time frame. Please forward payment at your earliest convenience of $35,000.
You need to.
So I don't
We
know.
need to follow up on that because our ambulance service is New London. We do not contract
Well,
with
that's why
Dartmouth.
I've asked our health officer deputy right here, who is all about ambulance stuff, to help me with this, because I didn't
Because
know
it's
this was a
absolutely
thing.
nothing. It's
And-
not.
And oops, I forgot to invoice you.
Yeah,
No.
that
No.
don't cut it.
So, I can hit you up afterwards and we can talk about this. And that's all the stuff that I had for this round.
I have two things.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, number one, we got rid of or supposedly got rid of the refrigerators today. He was evacuating them. Evicted a person from the transfer station, or several individuals.
I was gonna say, not a person.
Right. Yeah, the big hornet's nest when we were cleaning up the refrigerators, had to get rid of. The other thing is we need to take a vote to bring all of the Freon containing items to a single price instead of air conditioners being 5 and refrigerators 10. Everything has to be 10 because they're charging one price, no matter what it is.
Right, it
Be
doesn't
a
matter
little
size,
unit
right?
here, huge
They
freezer.
don't care about
Can I
the
ask
case,
something?
they care about the
They don't care about
What
it.
if you snip the Freon chamber?
Then the DES will come in here and hammer us for fines. You have to remove the Freon. It has to be registered and stored, and there has to be a storage record kept every few months. We had an individual that was a high-vac tech that wanted to do our evacuations for several bucks a piece. However, they wanted us to maintain the storage on the Freon, which is the bottles, consistent, continual,
No.
nothing you can get rid of. So there was no interest in it whatsoever at the present, at the board that was on at the time.
All right, so we have to vote on it.
Yeah.
Right.
I make a motion, we increase everything to $10
Everything containing Freon.
and everything Freon. The small electric ones, like the plug-in ice makers, they don't have Freon in it. They're pure electric.
Okay.
So they don't.
I second. Yes. What do you have a question?
Are we able to regulate, I should say, is the transfer station attendant able to regulate what's being charged for and what's not being charged for with their own?
He charges for everything. He charges.
No, I understand. I'm saying as far as Freon containing and not Freon containing. Because
Not
it's
really.
Electric ice maker because, and he wants.
I would.
Not he.
Yeah,
But-
I wouldn't either. I was just told that by the guy that does it, that a lot of the smaller ice makers are now fully electronic and they're starting to come out with, first off, apartment size refrigerators that are fully electronic, no Freon. They're anticipating moving to larger units, but at this point, it's not economical for them to do it.
I've got no issue
So we have a
charging.
motion on the table to increase the price for Freon items
All right, I'll second.
from 5 to 10.
Yeah,
I'll second.
flat across the board.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
I had already seconded it.
So, last meeting, the tires went up, and I just would like to get a copy of the fees, so we can post them on the website, so we can keep everybody up to date.
Mm-hmm.
with the transfer station.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul was gonna print everything up with the,
With the new prices?
with that, but he doesn't know about the Freon because I just found out about it.
Sure.
You actually found out before him for once.
Wow,
You should rub it in.
I will, trust me. Okay, so that's all I have.
Not that anybody wants to hear it, but the deadline for my warrant article, the warrant article for recording and live streaming, all this is coming up within a month. So we should probably pull that off the back burner and figure out what we want to do.
Okay.
I thought that was given to him to work out and bring to us something to sign. That's what I thought. He volunteered to take care of it.
Yeah, you're right. I did. And then
Well,
brought,
then take,
can I finish my statement, sir?
Sure.
You brought up a concern about commercial versus private
Right.
internet.
And did you investigate it? It's part of getting it set up. It can't be set up unless all of the things are in order. You have to check and see what we are classified as, what it's going to cost. If you don't want to do the job, give it back and one of us will take it. If you're going to continue to do it, then you do it.
Are you really saying this right now?
Yes, I am.
Like I came here to not do a job?
Well,
Everything.
apparently, because you haven't done it since we started.
So Ed,
I'm gonna shut up now.
can you bring the,
I will have you anything you need within the next 30 days.
how about, can we do it can we start the process next meeting so we can get the ball
We
rolling?
sure can. What's going on with the steps?
That's my fault, and because I can't get a contractor here. It's my fault.
Okay, what's going on with the facility use policy? These are all things I worked on. Don't tell me I didn't come here and not do shit.
I didn't tell you that. All I said was you would volunteer to take care of the video stuff and
Yeah.
we haven't done anything. You had
Yeah,
one
because you
report.
brought up a
You had
concern.
one report.
Call to order. Nope. You're gonna have the information that you can get us next meeting.
Is that next meeting, is that this coming week? Or is that in the next 2 weeks? Because this is a non-scheduled meeting, technically.
This is a scheduled meeting.
This is scheduled, but
on
we're
accident.
off schedule.
Right, and I did.
So
see that.
thank you.
And I didn't realize it until today, that it was the wrong Tuesday, but we'd already had the,
Yep, we sure did. It was all out there. I'm not worried about that. But I'm not gonna be thrown under the bus for shit I didn't do either.
So,
I actually looked into that. So there's actually a question with my owner business. I had.
Can she call on you?
Oh,
yeah, you have to, you
Sorry.
can't hear you on this. They won't be able to hear you when we redo the things, so.
I'm happy to hear you if she's gonna call on you.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what day it is, for one thing. So it's the 12th, September 12th and the 26th. Can you have a good amount of information for us for then?
I've had the information for months.
All right. Then I'll get off my skinny ass and get the step situation figured out.
I'm not throwing you under the bus. Let's work together. Let's move along, please.
So now we're gonna go to, does anybody have anything in our audience today? No, just came to look at. Do you have, but he's here for me.
Oh,
I asked him to come here because of this ambulance thing, so,
He was saying he had something interesting about the question I asked.
yes, Jill Janis.
When the school board said, the way you're sitting down, I can't hear them because you're talking back and forth. Can't you put that straight across if you're talking to us?
So I can't hear these guys, and I can't turn and look at him, and
Is that reconcilable?
I can't because honestly, then Brenda gets talking, she's got a voice I can hear back here. So I've asked to have it this way on purpose. See, I couldn't hear myself. So this is our meeting, you're allowed to be here. I don't have to let anybody participate, is how it is. This is our meeting and it's public, so you can be here, but I can sit here and talk directly to him and ignore all of you if I wanted to. I don't want to do that, but I have to be able to do this, and I can't when I'm looking out this way.
I need to turn that in for bug spray. That's right.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I better mark it.
So does anybody have anything? Yes.
So.
Can you stand up and say your name loud so that
Susan Kimball. You sent the contract for the fire department to the attorney for review.
correct.
She doesn't have a problem with one of the staff of the fire department.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't,
I'm concerned that if this person reoffends, we know about it, is the town gonna get sued?
see, this puts a whole big wrench into everything. I don't know.
Could you ask the attorney?
I don't think, can I speak?
Sure.
I don't think we have any control over faculty.
It's
But-
not volunteer anymore. They're paid, so we don't have, it's not like we pick them.
I think it would be more of an internal issue.
He
But
will
that's-
work on it.
I'm saying from my standpoint, I think it's more of an internal issue with the faculty you hold. No matter what take you have on it, I can't tell him to fire his employees.
We are going to give them money, $20,000 to help fund.
But they are still not our employees. Unfortunately, they're still not our employees.
So I can go back and ask the attorney this. I can certainly ask the attorney this.
I'd be happy to hear whatever she had to say.
Just loud enough so we can hear.
I would say that a good question to ask the attorney is at what level of funding does a non-public volunteer fire department become a funded town fire department? Because that's when you're gonna have a municipal employee rather than a volunteer fire department.
So,
The contract keeps it separate. Running through the lawyer, but the contract keeps it separate. Keeps it from becoming a municipal.
I agree.
okay. All right, so I will ask the attorney that question. Yes, say your name.
Andrew Aliana. So I looked into the whole commercial versus privately owned internet that we're talking about streaming.
Yes, sir.
There's no actual, it's kind of gray area. There's no law that tells businesses what they can and can't buy for subscriptions or services. It's kind of more of a matter of bandwidth power. So like, if you want to spend the money to have this big operation, more bandwidth, maybe the service require you need a more premium service. It's basically like saying premium or non-premium. But it's kind of a gray area. They don't really talk about it, but
There's no regulation.
No government can really tell you like you can't.
Actually, the Xfinity won't give you a price based on residential for this address because they have it listed as a business address. Has nothing to do with what you choose to use or don't choose to use. It's what they regulate as a business. And with EMD running out of here, it's a business, trust me.
Well, no, but you can buy,
Good.
you can buy it as a package deal. It just goes to an address. It's not like Xfinity being set up in a commercial business. It's just you're buying a product.
Right, well, the package has to be delivered and run through here. You can't send it to your house and then use it here.
No, you can send it here, like as if it's just showing a package. It's like
Well, let's see what he comes up
But
with.
here's the beautiful part from my standpoint. No matter what, I could walk away and y'all are still on the hook. I've been doing this myself for over a year, out of the kindness of my heart. So it don't matter to me. It really doesn't. I could literally walk out of here tonight and never get another thing, but you still have the warrant article. Don't interrupt me. Don't. I'm not doing it today.
Then keep talking or I will.
It doesn't matter what I choose to do with that hardware. Come another month, you still have a warrant article that you got to keep up with.
No,
I
because
want to or not.
the warrant article states that if it isn't possible, it just needs to be mentioned in the
But you
minute.
better make sure it ain't possible and not just.
That's up to you. You're the one that volunteered to do it months ago. And all we saw was one thing. All I did was brought up something that you needed to investigate to add to your information. And all you had to do was say, nope, it's going to be residential. We're fine.
We are
But
fine.
apparently,
But you don't like
have
what
you
you
checked
hear.
it? Have you checked it? Since I
Oh,
brought it up.
yes, I've looked it up.
That's all I've asked.
Yes.
That's all I asked.
You think I haven't?
You
done-
pulled this out of proportion and all I wanted was a yes. You're up.
Go ahead, air it out. I dare
No,
you.
we're not gonna air it out during a meeting. We won't do it. We won't do it. Stop, please.
Don't ever dare me.
Nope,
Ever.
Handle your man.
adjourned.
Have a good night.
Well, that was kind of embarrassing.
Sure was. So what do you have for?
Um,
Sure was.
You guys need to control